Y'all, I just got back from the Southeastern Homeschool Convention. This was our first time ever attending a homeschool convention. And let me just tell you, the expo, I was like a kid in a candy shop. Holy bananas. So this whole video is gonna be me showing you some of the stuff that we picked up. Now there are gonna be 3 things that we ordered that I'm not gonna have on hand, and I'll talk about those. And then I have another video, our next one coming out will be all about our experience, like what our biggest takeaways were, what it was like going to the homeschool convention, husband, wife, having that time to really reflect on what we wanted for our homeschool. And today's video though is a complete homeschool haul from the homeschool convention, okay? So if you're brand new here, my name is Brandy. I am a full-time homeschooling mom, full-time working mom, and my husband's super involved in our homeschool. He does half the homeschooling, I do half, and we have an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old, and this is our 3rd year homeschooling. So let's jump on in and see all the goodies. Make sure you subscribe for the next video where I talk to you about our actual experience. This is just showing you what all we bought. Now here's the problem. If I would have went by myself, I would have spent less. Because my husband was there, we spent more, and that's because we both value, I think is the best word, different things. And so there's things that I don't think about that he likes to do with the kids when I purchase. And so this was really fun of seeing what things he wanted to grab for the kids as well. Okay, so I have a bunch of bags down here, so we're just gonna go through them. Of course, you got all the free swag. BookShark. Okay, I will say this. The BookShark bag represents our BookShark purchase. I have a video coming up with our updates to our 2026-2027 school year. One of those is our history, where we will be actually swapping out our history and using BookShark. So we did place our order at the homeschool convention. We got to touch, feel, look at everything, talk to them about it, find out, yes, this does seem like a good fit for our family. That will be here Wednesday. And so once I get it, I will do a full unboxing video of that. But one of the biggest purchases we made, we did get a discount, was with BookShark, and we got that discount because we purchased at the convention. Okay, so nothing in here is actually from BookShark. It was just a bag that they gave us. So I was super excited about these. We got these mats. So right now, Riley is learning her 50 states, how to spell them, where they are, and their abbreviations. So we got this, and then on the back, it is blank, so she can write there. So these are dry erase. I like the size, so we got these. And then we're doing the states again next year. And then once we get into 5th grade, we're gonna start memorizing different countries. And so I got one for Europe, and it's the same thing. We're probably not gonna do capitals, we may, but identifying the country. So I did get the Europe. They had that one. They had the Africa one, which is fun. I was an African studies minor, and so part of my minors, I had to memorize and be able to spell all of the countries and their capitals and spell them correctly in college. And so we got this, and we were quizzing me on how many I still know. Same thing on the back, it's blank. And then they had Asia. So I got all the ones that they actually had, and I'm super excited about these. We'll use these for years and years. Then our kids they still use placemats. We bought a Pottery Barn table several years ago. It is the worst table when you have small children. It's beautiful, but it is not for small children. So they have to have a placemat so they don't ruin my table. So right now they're just like regular placemats we picked up. These are not supposed to be placemats, but they had them there, and you have to use special dry erase crayons or something on these, and we're like, oh, these would just be fun for placemats. So we got this one for my son, so the ABCs, and then we got the state map, or the US with the states, and then it does have the back, but we're just gonna put this at hers, so that way at dinner and stuff, it's just like she can still be looking, nothing formal. We just thought that these would be fun for their placemats, so we grabbed those. So that was one of the booths that we got. Then we got our bags. These are just a bunch of brochures, coupons, that kind of stuff. Nothing fancy in there. Then our next booth was Simply Charlotte Mason. I already knew I was gonna grab these before we already went. I even asked them if they were gonna have them, and they said yes. They forgot one of the boxes. So I got most of what I wanted from Simply Charlotte Mason, and that is their new geography study. Now, we are not planning on using this year. We are using the Alvieri, and then we're doing our state with Memoria Press, but I did get this because as I was looking at their new curriculum, I was like, this is exactly what I want. And when I read through it, as a secular family, it's gonna work for us. These actually have, their new history would 100% not work for us, but the geography is perfect. Now, it does recommend these, an atlas, which we'll get, and 2 books. We are not gonna be using their books with this. If you want a full flip through and how we plan on using this, I can share, but there's 4 of them. So there's South and Central America and Europe. Then it goes Africa and the Middle East. And then you have Asia, Australia, and Oceania. And then the other one is North America and Central America. I'm pretty sure that it's North America and Central. Nope, this one's Central America. So maybe it's just North America, I think, but they didn't have that one there. So I'm gonna have to order that one to get the 4 sets. But I love these because they show you map work and how to do geography as a family. So it says grades 1 through 4, here's what you do. Grades 5 through 8, here's what you do. Grades 9 through 12, here's what you do. So our plan with these is that we are going to do 1 book a year every 4 years. So it's gonna rotate with us with our history cycle. So next year we're gonna be doing modern, and we're gonna be finishing up our states. So we're gonna do the United States one, North America next year. Then when we get into ancients, I'll kind of decide if we wanna, I think we'll probably do Africa and the Middle East. And then when we get into medieval, the Middle Ages, we'll do South and Central America and Europe. And so they're not gonna like tie in perfectly, but that is my goal, is that we rotate through one of these books every 4 years. They can go in any order. I like the map skills that are in here. I like the narratives that they put in here. They also have letters from people who live in that area. And so I'm excited about this. The 2 books that they use, besides the atlas, to showcase what the areas, they're dated. I'm just gonna be honest, they're dated. We flipped through them. We didn't feel like it represented the countries and the cultures correctly. So we have so many resources that we'll pull into it. But I like the map drills because so far we've liked alvearies, but we know that we're probably not gonna continue on with alvearies geography after the little years. And so this is gonna be what we cycle through. And so I'm excited for this. Okay, then I've been wanting the Memoria Press, the Blue Fairy book. We love the Blue Fairy book in my house. And so I kind of wanted to get this, but I didn't want to pay the shipping. So I went on and got this one. We're probably not going to use it this year. I'm probably going to pull in 1 story a week next year because it is for 4th grade, technically, if you're on their website. And I love the vocab. I like the quotes that they use, so she can start writing quotations in her commonplace book next year and things like that. So I did pick this up, but it's definitely something we'll be using next year as an add-on to our literature. Okay, these were in my Amazon cart before we even went. I saw someone post these on Instagram and I was like, these are so good. So I put them in my Amazon cart, but they were like $19 on Amazon. I'll link them up so you can see them. But to me, I was like, gosh, I don't know if I want to pay $19 for them. And then I got them at the convention and they were only $13. So I'm excited about these. I always feel like we struggle with notebooking. I want a notebook, but my daughter gets in her head a little bit about what should I draw? How do I draw this picture or something? So I got these to go along so we can notebook history this year. So I got this one's Native Americans and Pilgrims because we're gonna be doing that this year. And so what I love about it is the bison. So if we're talking about Native American and the bison, it shows her how to draw the bison. And so I really, really like this. Also, then it shows copy work, which we'll pick our own, but I like how it shows, here's how you could draw a scene. And so it'll give her inspiration for getting started with hers. And then if we talk about totem poles, it goes into that. So these I think are gonna be really good for using with our notebook. And then when we get into pilgrims, she can draw pilgrims and it shows you. So I'm excited about this. So I got the Native Americans, North American Pilgrims. I got the Christopher Columbus, Autumn Harvest, and Weather. So we'll also use these for science with weather and stuff. So I just think these are so great for here's sledding and just showing her how to maybe do her notebooks so she feels confident enough to do her own. Then here's George Washington. So these are gonna fit really well for our year with what we have going on, and I think it'll make her stronger with her notebooking. So I grabbed those. Then this was a total shipping thing and it was discounted. We'll need this second part of the year. I didn't plan on getting this, but it's all about spelling 4. We're about to start all about spelling 3. And these usually take us half a year to finish. And so this will be for the second half of the year. And especially now that we're gonna be done with all about reading, I just didn't wanna pay the shipping. And these were like 10% off if I bought them at the conference. So I went on and grabbed that. So that was something we'll use second half of the year and saved us some money. Now, we got these nice totes. They're super nice from the Well Trained Mind Press. So some of this is Well Trained Mind, others isn't. Okay, so this was a husband purchase, not a Brandy purchase. So these are the paper doll templates, so you can color, or they have them already colored for you. And then it came with the brads. We got the brads and all that. And they had these on display and they laminated them and then did this. And they were super cute, like Daniel Boone and stuff. And you can use them for narrating or just to remember who the person is, Patrick Henry. So I was like, oh, this will be fun. We're gonna talk about the Revolutionary War this year. Let's go in and get this one. And my husband's like, yeah, but let's actually get all of them. So he wanted the dinosaur for our 3-year-old. Our 3-year-old loves dinosaurs, so we're gonna do these. We got the American Revolution, which we'll use this year. We got the Modern Times, which we'll use this one next year. So that one will be for next year. And then there's more. So we bought literally every single one of those that you could. And this is one of the cool things about doing this expo with my husband is this is something I probably wouldn't have picked out, but he knows our kids will love this and he's the fun parent. And so he will totally do this with them and they'll have a blast with it. So I was glad he was there so he thinks about stuff like that where that's not where my brain goes. Then also at the Well Trained Mind, we got preschool math at home. We're just gonna do these activities very slowly. My son, when we were looking at a lot of this, we were like, oh, he's already doing that. So we're gonna go through this year. If you watch my video about Meadowlark curriculum picks, we're doing that. We're gonna incorporate one of these games each week as well. Okay, then we met these wonderful women, Homeschooling Down South. They have a podcast, we'll link it up, and they did a talk about doing things locally. We're really good about traveling to do things. We're bad about doing stuff local. So I just wanted to support them. So we went and got a celebration stick. So my daughter's gonna put this together to put in her homeschool to whenever she does something, she can celebrate with the celebration stick. We grabbed that. I just like to support other women business owners, so we grabbed that from them. And then, let's see, okay, spoiler for our curriculum. So this is the Story of the World, Early Modern Times. I'm gonna go into our curriculum changes, but this is the parent guide activity book. So all the activity pages are in the back, and then the parent's guide is in the front. I wanted this so I can work from it, but we are gonna buy the PDF of the student guides on their website so I can print them out. I don't wanna pull them out from here, but we're gonna be adding this to our curriculum this year. We got that. Everything was 40% off, y'all, at their booth. So that was really exciting for us. I had already planned to get this because it's the brand new one. I had ordered it from either Amazon, Christian books, so all of them were back ordered forever. I don't need this, but I also hate when things are back ordered because I forget that I order them. And then it was 40% off at their booth. So this is the updated version of Story of the World. And we're gonna use this when we get back to Ancients, so in 2 years. And so I wanted to go in and get that. Then next year, we will be using this along with something else. No spoilers. So we went on and got this one. Once again, it was 40% off. Like, why the heck not? Go on and grab it at a good deal. So I got that one. And then we had to get the brads and all of this for the paper dolls. And then we also got the Yoto card for Ancient. So we picked up that 40% off is hard to beat. We just went all wild on that stuff. Then more Well Trained Mind. These bags are so nice. I'm excited about them. Okay, I will find, so then of course we got volume 3 since we're gonna be adding that this year. I'll talk more about that in my next video about our curriculum changes. And then we went to, it's called a pipe or something. It's Usborne or whatever, but now they're called the pipe or something. And we got these. I've had these in my Amazon cart forever. And so we're gonna have these at our dining room table when we eat dinner and pick one a week and just talk about it each night. So we do artist study, but this is fun. We're gonna do that. And then it was so funny when we brought these home, Riley was like, oh, that's the Mona Lisa. I have a selfie with her. And I was like, yes, you do, girl. Yes, you do. And then we got this one for my son, Busy Trucks on the Go. So we just wanted to bring him something back as well. And then I have the old edition of Well Trained Mind. This was the first homeschooling book I ever read. So that's been like 3.5 years ago now. And Susan was there. And so I got it signed, which is super fun. I'm gonna reread this one. I forgot about all the goodness that was in here and how it takes you grade by grade or stage by stage. And so we're implementing a lot of this into our homeschooling coming up. But this was the first book I ever read for homeschooling. So I was excited to see that and be able to grab that one. Okay, this is husband purchase problems. So then we got the paper dolls from the Middle Ages. Oh, so this is Epic Heroes of the Middle Ages. Then we had to get the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, famous people of the Civil War, famous Egyptians, and early modern. So that was totally husband. He was like, we can't just get 2 of the set. We have to get the whole set. So we have lots of paper dolls for all the years to come with history, which we are excited to do. I think it'll bring it to life, and our kids do love stuff like that. Okay, so what did we get at the Expo that I don't have? One, we got BookShark. So I already talked about that. We got BookShark Level D History. I'm gonna talk about that with our curriculum. Then we also got Beyond the Page Science for 7 to 9. I'll go over that as well. And we got the TalkBox Mom Spanish. So when those arrive, I will do full unboxing, and in my curriculum update, I'll talk about why we're making some changes. Now, the last thing I want to show you, this was not from the Expo, but we were across the street from a Barnes & Noble. And we love Barnes & Noble for their puzzles and stuff like that, but we don't live near one. It takes us 40 minutes with traffic to get to a Barnes & Noble. So I'm gonna show you what we got, but this was not Expo, but I am excited. We got the Book Lover's Garden puzzle. And so it has Alice in Wonderland, The Secret Garden, Canterbury Tales, Rapunzel, The Bear and the Gardener, Paradise Lost, Little Women, and then it also has Romeo and Juliet. It has The Labors of Hercules, Paradise Lost, 1001 Nights, The Gigantic Turnip. So I was like, oh man, I gotta get that puzzle. So I got that. I am currently reading The Odyssey, and we just went and saw the movie too last night. Oh, it was so good, y'all. I cried. So when I saw the Odyssey puzzle, I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. We're definitely getting that one. And Riley's gonna be reading the Tales of the Odyssey this year too. So this one was fun. And then I got Shakespeare puzzle. So these were just fun purchases that I know that y'all are homeschooling mamas and you would appreciate that. And then they had a sale on their kids' hardback cover books, which I don't really get a lot of times, but these were really nice. So I got the Frog and Toad commemorative edition. Bodhi will be jumping into this next year, so I went on and grabbed it. We do have the little soft covers, but I like that one. I've had this on my list for so long, since for a year, the Hansel and Gretel Stephen King version. I'm obsessed with this. I'll link these up on Amazon because they probably were cheaper on Amazon. And so we got this. And then we also got for my son, the Cars and Trucks and Things That Go. And so we got this one as well. So that's our complete haul. I'm excited to do the unboxing for y'all and share with you our curriculum updates. And more importantly, the amazing ahas and takeaways that we got from the conference, especially going as husband and wife, and really get to talking about homeschooling when our kids aren't around, and just when we're in that zone of this is what we want out of our kids' education, and also how we've gotten away from that, because certain things have been a distraction in terms of curriculum and noise on YouTube, and I think we all go through this. And so I'm going to talk about a lot of that on our next video. My husband will also make an appearance in there. We did a little bit of vlogging, so I'll go back and forth. And it was just such a good experience. But we definitely did some damage to the bank account. But I can't wait to unbox for y'all and see that. So if you want to see what our thoughts were about the convention, what we learned, also my unboxing of Beyond the Page, BookShark, and also the Mom Box Spanish, those will all be coming. So make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell so you know when those videos are released. And let me know if you want to see a flip through of any of this. I love doing flip throughs. Have you been to a homeschool convention? do you like them? Do you hate them? We're definitely gonna go back next year. I don't know if we'll go to this one. We may go to another one I heard about, but this was definitely a win for us. We enjoyed it. So I'll see y'all in the next video.